Broadcasting live from 1300 West Haven Drive in Vail. That is the Grand Hyatt at Vail. Vail Valley Live starts right now.
It's summer
in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
living it.
living it.
Living it.
Lots to do,
lots to see.
Every morning.
Every morning
At 7:30. 7:30.
it's Vail Valley Live.
It's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Good morning, everyone. And yes, watch us now because we're ready to go to tell you about what's happening for your Friday, the 15th of July. Wow, we're rolling through this month pretty quickly, but a lot of great things happening. So many things happening. I just have a stack of ideas for things you can do, places to play, places to go. So thanks for joining us. We'll be with you for about an hour, 7:30 to 8:30 is when we're typically on. Sometimes we go a little later if we're having a lot of fun, but we want to let you know about the weather as well. But first of all, hey, if you want to chat with us, if you want to ask a few questions, you can do so. Just simply log on to YouTube and search Vail Valley Live. Get on our page that way, or Facebook. You can check us out on our brand new Vail Valley Live Facebook page or our old Vail Daily Live Facebook page. couple of different ways that you can let us know where you're watching from. Maybe you're tuning in from someplace else because you're coming out in a few weeks and you want to get amped up about what's happening here. So those are a couple ways to do it. You can also watch us on Outside TV. That's channel 17 on Comcast locally here in the Vail Valley. But we'll get to the weather right now, and then we're going to go out to Ty Diaz and see what it actually feels like out there. Right now, they're saying that the temperatures right nice and cool, right around the upper 40s, low 50s, depending on where you're at. And then today, our temperatures will get into the mid 70s, upper 70s, just kind of depending on when these showers come through. So we have some rain in the forecast, and in fact, there's a flash flood watch issued right now, and that's kind of just more of a precautionary measure because we could have heavy rains at times. What this actually does, we'll talk about this more in the road report, but a flash flood watch can actually close down the pedestrian path through Glenwood Canyon. And if it moves, it gets bumped up to a warning, it'll actually close down the interstate. So kind of some big news that once again, we'll talk about more in our traffic report coming up later in the show. But we've got showers and thunderstorms likely, then showers possible, and a thunderstorm after 4 p.m. And some of these storms could produce heavy rain. So we'll see where that is going to hit because the way these scattered showers really affect the valley is it can be I was down in Edwards yesterday. We had a lot of wind, but we didn't have the rain. But Vail probably had the rain, and Eagle was a little what was it like in Eagle yesterday afternoon, Leah? Was it okay? Did you have wind? Yeah, but no rain. Right? So it's a mixed bag. We just want you to be prepared. So for the next couple of days, here's what we can expect. For your Saturday, we have a chance of those showers in the afternoon as well. And then by Sunday, we'll have a sunnier morning and then about a 30% chance of those showers. So our weather improves as we go throughout the weekend. But you know what? It's not bad weather. It's just bad clothing choices. And so you just got to be prepared. Let's bring Ty Diaz in, and he'll let us know what we're talking about because this is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, by the way. Speaking of clothing choices, you need to get a rain jacket, you need to get a fleece or a little vest. They've got it all for you at discounts. So check them out. Exit 205 over Interstate I-70. You can just pop over Vail Pass. We have outlets on both sides. But let's bring in Ty Diaz. He's standing by in Vail Village. And Ty, really, you could still go out and do a lot of the activities. Maybe just watch out for lightning, of course. But if you're dressed for it, you don't have to stay inside.
Trisha, yesterday, as an example, to kind of support what you're saying around the 4 o'clock window, I'm getting ready for work. I'm heading out the door to the little bartending in Avon. I get a text message from my buddy Scott Reed, who's here visiting, getting out of Toledo, out in the Midwest. Temperatures are in the triple digits and just miserable and muggy, coming to a cooler place. Summertime in Vail is beautiful. I love summer in Vail, he says to me in the text message. And then another text message comes in and he says, this rain, blah, blah, blah. And I'm in Avon. He's like, and so he was under a bridge, the bike path at Dow Junction, kind of waiting out the rain. And I'm in Avon, walking into the restaurant, looking at blue skies, and I'm texting back, what rain?
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
Scott, was kind of trapped in it, but we get that. But it's not evenly distributed up and down the valley the same. It's a magical place for that. But summertime in the mountains, people are loving it. Monsoon season, for what it brings, kind of scope out as the day parts change and in the forecast that rain could come in. Outrun the rain or get behind the rain.
Oh, yeah. You know what? If you can't beat it, join it. So just bring the umbrellas, be prepared, and even kind of plan your day around it. I mean, right now, it's gorgeous. So get out there for the longer bike ride, that longer hike, and then you'll be fine. And then tonight, if you are going to the rodeo, Cowboys Forever Foundation, guess what? You have covered seating. So just the participants actually get wet in case it does rain down there. Bravo. There are some die-hard Bravo fans that no matter what, they are out there. They're all prepared. They've got their big umbrellas. They've got their tarps. They even bring out the rain pants, waterproof shoes. Like there's people, it does not affect you don't have to let it like keep you inside. We have a lot of different ways to enjoy what's going on. Friday afternoon club happening over at the West End. The new Stoke and Rye restaurant is happening. Tonight we've got Xterra kicking off with some family fun activities over at Nottingham Park. They've already got it all set up, Ty, for the swim tomorrow, and then the mountain bike takes them up Arrowhead to Beaver Creek. They drop the bikes, they do the run, and so they have things set up for it already. And tonight we've got your Lakeside Cinemas around 8:15. They'll be doing the Moana movie, one of the Disney movies. Some stand-up paddleboard races happening at 6 as well. And then Gypsum Days. That's the big headlining thing this weekend because the Marshall Tucker Band, they've been around since 1972. They're going to be playing some Southern rock, and that'll be the headliner tonight, opened up with the Cadillac 3. And Gypsum Days, known for bringing in big acts like Scotty McCreery, Leanne Rimes, Rascal Flatts even.
Oh, yeah. So with that said, you're talking about big events, a big weekend, and going back to Xterra, touching on that, these features have really expanded on this feature of this triathlete event that happens every year when it returns here with that family movie that's going on and just making it more Avon, kind of staying close to the starting line and bringing everyone back to the park on the back end to enjoy that. And then looking at Gypsum Days, I mean, they've been doing this for what, almost 30 years.
Yeah.
And bringing back some of the names that we know with Gypsum Days. And that kicks off today and tomorrow. To find out about that lineup and to get your tickets for this event, visit gypsumdays.com. But you're right, Leanne Rimes, we became friends. Her and I, Rascal Flatts, went to college with them. And so for the years that we have known these names and these artists from the beginning of their careers, they become friends of ours, but regulars as far as name drops for these events and very familiar. And the lineup that we have this weekend, like you said, the Cadillac 3, Michael Ray, the Marshall Tucker Band, Nate Barnes.
Yeah.
That goes into the family, the friends, and the returning acts that we grow up with as Gypsum Days continues. And it kicks off this weekend, 2 nights of concerts tonight.
Yeah, and you know what? Michael Ray, at first I was like, wait, who's Michael Ray? And then, of course, once I started delving in and listening to some of his music, I'm like, oh, I know that song. I mean, so he's got a lot of, Billboard hits in the country music genre. And then Nate Barnes is more of an up-and-comer. He has been performing since he's about in the 6th grade. He would perform at church, and then he'd go perform at basically any bar or any place that would allow him. He's been in the workforce since he was 13 as well. So he's been digging trenches, cleaning toilets. He's been doing the long blue-collar days. He's kind of a country music song in himself. He was actually discovered on a way to a vacation. He was going through Nashville, and he met a songwriter who was like, wow, you got some good stuff. So I just I love the story. So the great music tonight and tomorrow night. You can get tickets for the whole weekend, or you can get VIP tickets, or you can just simply get tickets for one show because, Ty, we've got Bravo, we've got other things going on. So it's hard to keep track of it all. And you know what? Another thing going on tomorrow over at Beaver Creek, we're bringing back Zusammen. And that'll be the afternoon festival, 4:30 to 7:30, right on the plaza level. They're going to have all the different restaurants. You can purchase food or drink. Beaver Creek has that common consumption area rule where as long as you're 21 and older, you can buy a drink from any of the participating restaurants. You can walk around with it. You can go into the stores. If you need a little justification for buying that fancy coat at Avalon, maybe have a couple of drinks first, and I'm sure you'll find a reason to buy it. But
Pop into Alpine Kinds, pick out something nice. They have stuff for pets, for men, for women, and children. Jewelry, if you need to kind of bedazzle yourself up just a little bit more to kind of take in the scenery or just be scenery. Right next door is Citria. I popped in there the day before yesterday to say hello to a friend of mine, Matt, the bartender inside of there. Had a nice little Peroni beer. Looking outside of the window, I was taking advantage of their air conditioning. Summertime has been real up here in the mountains. But looking out the window, the families have gravitated quite comfortably to that family fun zone on that ice rink, that lawn area. The picnic tables are there, the outdoor games, and that stage is there for anywhere from Billy Dorn telling dinosaur stories to bands performing for you all the more reason to just stay in Beaver Creek. They've really built this one out this summer to find everything you're looking for and staying together as a family right there in Beaver Creek.
Oh yeah, and you know what? So the band for tomorrow's Zusammen event, which happens periodically throughout the summer, it'll end up in September, but they're bringing up Spinfany, and this is a crowd favorite. They play quite a bit at Beaver Creek, and it's a four-person, string little orchestra, a little mini orchestra for you. And Spinfany will be playing anything from Bach to Bon Jovi and everything in between. And these girls rock. It's an all-female string quartet, and they're a crowd favorite. So they'll be taking the stage. And then this Saturday, Ty, we've got, of course, the Minturn Market, the original market in the Vail Valley. Today, there's kind of a brand new market. It's only been going on since beginning of July, and that is the Eagle Farmers Market and Art Show. So they're already bringing the produce down. They're going to have yoga starting before the fair starts at 9 o'clock, and then you'll have the artisans, craftspeople, and the produce all there for you, just in case you want to get a jump. I don't know, maybe get a little rhubarb going for some rhubarb and strawberry jam. Or
Rhubarb seems to be really popular around here, and as far as the farmers market is concerned, I like how that's growing like a concert or event up and down the valley that you can find a farmers market now, which kicked off down in the Eagle on the 1st of July, which was 2 Fridays ago, and it continues on through the 23rd of September. And again, like you're calling it, the Eagle Farmers Market and Art Show. Now you're finding art there, and I believe the farmers market happens not too far away from the harvest that's down there.
From
Kerry
Nap
Hogan's
Harvest.
market.
Yeah, you know what? So that's Nap Harvest, and that's
Nap
in
Harvest.
downtown Eagle Ranch. And then this is
Gotcha.
going to be over at the Eagletown Park. So this is where the
Yes.
courthouse is, the big playground, where Showdown Town was last night. So they just had their
So
free
it's on
concert
the
last
way.
night. Yeah, so it's right there. But you know what? If you can't find any honey at that farmer's market, I would stop in a Nap's Nectars in Nap Harvest and get it going that way. Wow, we
And
have
that
so many
farmers
things
market
to
kicks
talk
off
about.
between 9 and 2 o'clock.
Yeah, 9 to 2 today. All right. Okay, Ty. I think we've covered most of it, but we still have more to let you know about. We've got our headlines, we've got some traffic information, and so much more. So stay with us on Vail Valley Live.
Concept from the beginning was just such a far-fetched idea.
Like the first monkey shot into space.
This is not like any climbing I have ever done. What a weirdo.
I'd say this environment is inhospitable to life.
There's something different about the Arctic, just being above the tree line and seeing the raw land.
Wilderness is a great teacher. The land is powerful, humbling, yet fair, generous, and kind.
Before, I was just like, I'm punk rock, I'm just gonna go crazy. It comes to a point when it's not sustainable.
Just felt like I was dying.
Anybody can do it if you want to. You have to decide, and if it's what you want, then you do it. And if you want it bad enough, you make it happen.
This is going to be the most insane year of our lives. I'm ready to open the throttle and just go full on.
Here we go.
Oh, God. I'm not quite so sure if they know exactly what's about to come, but it's about to get real.
So what the f am I doing here?
We are back. Time now to take a look at what made headlines for the 15th of July, this Friday morning. And on the cover, what a beautiful scene. We were out at Nottingham Park earlier this week, and just such a fun place to go. Bring your lawn chairs. You can bring grilling items. They have grills right there. The playground was filled with kids enjoying it. And of course, all the rentals for stand-up paddle boards and paddle boats. Pretty fun place to be, especially on a nice morning like this. We could get some rain this afternoon, so head there this morning. But that's on the cover, a little bit of lake life. But still in after opting out, several Vail Resorts workers who tried to opt out of a large class action lawsuit claim they have not been added to the list and aren't receiving answers. More on this on page A3. Also, learning through play, longtime special education teacher Jen Weber is opening up a new sensory gym in the Eagle to service local families. So read more about this on page A2. Also in today's paper, another teacher was awarded for putting together a skateboard class. So that's pretty cool. You want to check that out in today's paper as well. And then also, a lot of things happening with sports. We're still in the series for Title IX, celebrating the anniversary of that. And then also, if you want to know what's going on with Xterra, we have it for you. A big Xterra preview, including talking about Josiah Middaugh, a local here who's it's a family affair now. His kids are getting into the sport as well. So Xterra is big news in sports. If you want to learn more about that, you can find that in today's paper. Also in today's paper, if you want to cool off, fly fishing is a great way to do it, but you need to know where to go when the heat is on, so some angling alternatives as the temperatures rise. Read more about that with Vail Valley Anglers. And then also in today's paper, we're talking about here it is, the Ultimate Beaver Creek Xterra preview. So you're going to get all the details on what's happening tonight, and then tomorrow is the big day where we'll have the swim in Nottingham Lake. They'll bike up Arrowhead. That's a new course this year. Josiah Middaugh actually helped to design this course for Xterra, and then they'll drop down into Beaver Creek, switch out of the bike gear, and they're going to be running around, and they'll conclude right there at Beaver Creek. And then the action comes down to Avon for Trout Steak Revival. Also, this weekend, we've got weekend picks. So you can see Xterra is one of the picks. Also, Gypsum Days kicks off today. And then Bravo, the Philadelphia Orchestra, will play some big shows tonight and tomorrow night before leaving town. And then we'll be ushering in the New York Philharmonic. A few other things going on with that. We've got the Van Life show. That's happening down in Eagle this weekend as well. So if you're looking for the latest in gear and accessories, or you just want to get into it, you can do so by heading there. So a few things that you're going to find in today's Vail Daily. So pick up your copy in newspaper dispensers from East Vail all the way down to Dotsero, or go online. That's where you can find archive stories and so much more. Vail Daily, bringing communities together. Now I want to let you know a little bit about traveler information with CDOT. So seatrip.org is where you can find a lot of this info. Same story up on Vail Pass, some lane closures, right and left lanes, some shoulder closures just for maintenance work that they're doing up there and road work. Also on the approaches to Eisenhower Johnson tunnels. But due to the flash flood watch that the National Weather Service has issued, just want to remind you that if you're thinking about biking through Glenwood Canyon today, I wouldn't suggest it, just because when we have a flash flood watch, they actually close down the pedestrian path, the recreation path. If that gets bumped up to a warning, they actually close down Interstate 70. And this is all due to the Grizzly Creek fire that happened last year. All of that vegetation burned off, leaves a lot of dirt that turns to mud when we get a lot of rain. And they're expecting some heavy rains at times. So that can also affect your drive. I was cruising through Dow Junction yesterday afternoon, trying to make it to my tea time. And boy, the rain was just coming down through Dow Junction. Then it lightened up. When that rain does come, I'd rather drive in snow or have icy roads than rain. So slow it down. Hydroplaning is a big thing. So you don't want to worry about that when you're out there on the roads. But let's see if Ty Diaz is standing by. Leah, do we have Ty? Okay. All right. Where's Ty? Ty, where'd you make your way? All right. Base of the gondola.
So I'm not in Dow Junction. I'll let you know that. But that's where Scott Reed was as far as that rain is concerned. And are you saying that was yesterday for you during a drive?
Yeah.
Okay. So around 4 o'clock? Around 4 o'clock?
Yes.
So that's the conversation then. So where I am right now, and a great opportunity to get out at Vail and check it out. I'm at the top of Bridge Street. I'm right by Gondola 1 right here. Early this morning before the show started, Peppy's face, there was some deer right there. But I've been questioned if I saw a moose or not. So I've never really seen a moose, so I have to go with what I know. And I believe I saw some deer, kind of honey-colored. They were grazing, head down. The moose kind of hangs out in the village, the heated sidewalks, near the fire station, by the library, the hospital. And I don't think you can find any of that on Pepe's face as far as established amenities and contact points like that. But to get on the mountain today, you might see some wildlife out there. You will certainly see some wildflowers out there. You'll certainly be shrouded and surrounded by nature. I haven't been up on Vail Mountain for the summer yet to say that there's still evidence of snow remaining. But Trisha, we are in the middle of July right now. Summer just kicked off the 21st of June. We're now almost 1 month in to summer officially. I was talking with my buddy Sam in a text message. He's like, man, I need to get out to Vail. Summer's almost over. I'm like, dude, summer just started. It hasn't even been a month yet. And you can still get out and experience Vail for summer because we have until September 21st. That's the last day of summer before we move into a new season. Gondola 1's available for you. Nice little hiking trail over the Eagle Bond Gondola, number 19. Taking pictures, taking in the views. And what's really nice about these trails, Trisha, when you're out there on the mountain, enjoying summer, taking in the views, sometimes you'll find a bench. You can just stop and really appreciate where you are. And when you stop to realize it, you are in Vail.
Oh, yes. You know what? And you can really take your time going up some of these trails. I'll tell you, when you go up Berry Picker from the Lionshead side, especially, it can be intimidating. And a lot of times you get just even maybe 5 or 10 minutes in and you're thinking, this is straight up. And I really feel bad because we know it doesn't quite flatten out all the way, but it does roll a little bit more than what, it's not like the bottom the entire way up. So stick with it. Take some time, take some deep breaths, and then get going again. But I always feel bad when I see people going up Berry Picker and they kind of get to that one point, and I'm like, oh, I know they want to turn around. Because I'm a local. I do that trail all the time, and I'm thinking, I want to turn around. So, yeah, just stay with those trails. And the lifts behind you, they open at 9:30, and they'll be open until 4. The one over at Beaver Creek, 9:30 to 4:30. So the last ride down at that is 5 o'clock at Beaver Creek, which is kind of nice because sometimes I'll try to run and go do Overlook real quick and then take the Gandhi down. But are you seeing many people?
You can do Overlook really quick. I'm normally trapped in Overlook for at least 2 hours or more. There's so much to see, and especially when you make it to that Overlook point and you're looking back in the areas of chairs 9, 10, and 11, and you're telling your friends, remember that restaurant we did dinner on that sleigh ride over winter? It's right there. That's Beano's Cabin. And just so much to take into. And right there, that's the way, if you were to walk from Beaver Creek proper, that's on the way passing Beano's Cabin to Beaver Lake. So discussions eat up time. But if you can do it quickly,
Yep, definitely.
good for you.
Well, I try. I'm trying to beat my time each time. So we'll see. But, yeah, the wildflowers are really popping out right now with the rain, and it's so green out there. A lot of times we start to dry out quite a bit by July, and it doesn't take long, Ty. I mean, just a couple dry days, and we lose that green. But watch your step. Watch where you're going, and this is the overlook.
There it is.
So there it is, and you could see Grouse Mountain right there chair number 10, and then off to the right, there it is, Larkspur Bowl. No new lifts at the Beaver. We had McCoy Park, new lifts last year, but over at Vail, chair 7 being replaced, that 4-seater replaced with a 6-pack. All that construction is going on right now. And then back in the Sundown Bowl, right next to chair 5, we've got a brand new lift. It's going to be number 17. Don't know what the name is yet. That'll be interesting when we find out. Sometimes they have naming contests, or it might be a reference back to historical. Gondola 1 went back to that lift 1, and when we had our 50th anniversary. Ty, it's going to be the 60th anniversary of Vail this season. Can you believe that?
We just put this chairlift in and wrapped a single gondola in gold to celebrate 50. What was that? I mean, that was only 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Now that we think about it, you're right. The math does add up. And the celebration then continues for any reason. But, Tricia, even with the weekends being here, there's celebrations happening right now. People are getting married up there.
Oh, yeah.
Doing their dancing off, celebrating. That's tonight, weddings. You're going to find weddings tomorrow. And so when you see those bride and grooms making their way up the gondola or riding the chairlift, it's not unusual that the rain comes down on them while they are on the chairlift, not in the gondola, on the chairlift. They say that's good luck. Wishing you good luck when you receive the rain showers while you're in your groom and bride's outfits going up the chairlift to that scenery.
They say it's good luck, but I think they just tell you that because they feel bad for you.
Oh.
Hey, okay, Ty, I'm
and
looking
here's
at the rundown,
receipt.
And we still have to have Brazzo talking to Bravo. We have Ken Harvey speaking to some 4-H kids. We've got Vail Jazz we got to talk about, and the library. So I'm guessing, Leah, should I wrap it up, or are you just being nice and letting us converse? Okay, she's giving me the wrap. Okay, we're going to wrap. We'll be right back. With summer travel upon us and international borders open and COVID restrictions eased, it's time to go to a foreign country. And if you need to learn the language, the Eagle Valley Library District is going to help you do that. Tegan Davis joins us now. She's the public relations librarian, and they have all sorts of resources for people that are trying to either pick up a few phrases or really immerse themselves.
We do. We've got lots. So we have Mango Languages, which is online, but if you're not an online learner, we also have the hard stuff. So we've got full courses, we've got in-flight, so just quick little ditties.
Yeah, you can learn this on the plane ride over, in flight. Learn before you land. That's what it's called. And this is basically just some quick phrases.
Just quick phrases to get you out and about and in Paris maybe. And then if you really want to deep dive, there's a short course.
Okay.
Or if you want to wing it, we have phrase books that you can go.
So these little ones.
And
look
just carry that in your back pocket. And,
Ukraine.
And
learn a little bit about world events. Maybe Tibet if you're doing maybe some kind of a yoga retreat. And then this is really interesting. You've got the all-in-one audiobook here with something that's wearable.
So this is an MP3 player, and it has, this one is programmed for Italian. So if you wanted to learn Italian while you do your dishes, you just put that on your hip, and then just start washing your dishes and learning Italian.
All right, you're running errands, you're maybe on a walk, you're learning language. I love the multitasking approach. That's perfect. Okay, and then how about this one?
We have books that are specific to industry. So this is Spanish for hospitality and food service. We have Spanish for medical industries, because there's words that you wouldn't normally use in everyday language, and so it's very industry specific, so we do have books that cover that.
All right, and that's great for bosses to learn as well and everything. And then, well, English is one of the hardest languages to learn, and you do a lot. You work with a literacy project. Here's the ins and outs of prepositions. Could you dive back into English class?
So we have all sorts of ESL learning English as a second language materials here at the library. We have a whole shelf that we partner with the Literacy Project of Eagle County so that we have resources for those who are learning English as well.
Okay, all right. Learn another language, improve on a language, learn English as a second language. You can find out the details here. And what's the best way to learn more?
Our website, so evld.org.
Okay, thanks, Tegan.
Thank you.
This summer, enjoy the joy of America's gift to music, jazz, and its many subgenres at the 28th Annual Vail Jazz Festival. Headliner concerts are Thursday evenings at Lion's Head, and free concerts are Sunday evenings at the Solaris Plaza. For more information, go to vailjazz.org.
Xterra, apparel for your active lifestyle. Visit xterraplanet.com today. Enter the promo code CHECK20 at checkout for an extra 20% off regularly priced merchandise.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Life is brimming with miles and miles of possibility. So gear up. Explore the world how you see fit. The right tires will show you that the experiences you make are the ones you take with you.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Liv Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact your Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
Welcome back. Time now to take a look at the weather. If you're just joining us this morning, we've got a beautiful morning, but we could see some rain, even heavy rain at times this afternoon. We were just talking about what we were experiencing yesterday afternoon up here at the Grand Hyatt Vail. They were getting a little bit of hail outside. It was accumulating. It almost looked like little piles of snow. Where I was down in Edwards, we just had a lot of wind and some cold wind kind of coming out of the east. And Leah, our producer, was down in Eagle, and she said, yep, it was windy down there as well. So what we're going to expect today is some showers and thunderstorms likely, kind of picking up later on this afternoon. In fact, when I look at the National Weather Service's chart, what I notice is the percentage of what we're going to see. It goes from about 40 to about 80%. And that's going to be during the hours of, well, a little bit closer to 10 a.m., then it jumps to about 60% at 1, and then 80% at about 4 p.m. And then it drops down to about 45 or 50% by 7. You know, I'm just trying to think about your walk to Bravo tonight. So, you know, I would definitely bring the umbrella and maybe even bring the tarp to put underneath your blanket because the ground might be wet already from the afternoon and some of those showers. Now, what we'll expect tonight, our temperatures are going to be dropping down nice and cool, especially after the rain comes through, right around to the low 50s, 40s. And then for Saturday, we'll start out with about a 30% chance of showers, upping to about 70% of thunder showers in the afternoon. And then for Sunday, we start to see some of that rain move on out, a little bit more sunshine, especially at the beginning of the day. But typical pattern, this monsoonal airflow comes through, and we have a flood watch in effect issued by the National Weather Service. So what that means really is that by about 1 p.m., they're thinking that could be happening. So right around from 11 a.m. till about 10 p.m. is when they're just putting out the alert that we could see some heavy rain. And like I said, this affects your drive, especially if you're on Interstate 70 and some of that rain comes through, some of the pools in some of the lower points on the interstate, and that can cause your wheels to literally hydroplane. So not fun. Slow it down out there. We like to talk about slowing it down when we have the ice and the snow, but the rain is a big factor up here as well. But let's bring in Ty Diaz now and see what it's feeling like out there and see if we have any more clouds moving through. What's it looking like? When you put your eyes to the skies, are you seeing some more cloud cover rolling through?
I'm happy to. So my view, Trisha Swenson, from where I am at the El Segundo deck at Vail, right here overlooking the Gore Creek right here. Blue skies, some passing clouds. The sun is on the other side of this building. Now looking more west, you can see that collection of clouds right here. We are still in monsoon season, as you know, and we've been looking forward to the showers. People have taken to those hotter days we had last week, finding a way to cool off, be it in the lakes down in Sylvan, stand-up paddleboarding, finding some shade, doing a little bit of camping, getting into the trails with some coverage, and or Nottingham Lake in Avon, stand-up paddleboarding, renting some paddle boats, taking the concerts too while it's going on, or, and I believe maybe it was even the Town of Vail's website, featuring families getting inside of here to cool off with those inner tubes right here in the Gore, but just above is that moisture level. And it's in our forecast today, as you were sharing, and as far west as you can see, and you're just another mile down the road from me where I am, following the Gore, the Grand Hyatt at Vail. This Gore follows right behind the studios where you are. Those clouds are over there too. But he's keeping the cooler temperature with us this morning, starting off in the 50s, almost the 60s in range, but depending on where you are and the passing clouds, if you feel that movement, then you feel a little bit of a chill. But as far as traffic-wise around here, there's a little bit of movement, more of the workers. I saw that the mountain safety guys on their bikes heading towards the mountain to kind of, observe the trails and get it ready for the day. But it's going to be a gorgeous day, whatever it brings, and being prepared for it. We were talking, Tricia, about being inside of overlooked trails. People still hike or bike in the rain. Not that it's the buckets that comes down.
Yeah.
Not the buckets of rain, but there's sheltering coverage.
It's really just the lightning. You can handle the rain, especially if you're in a wooded hiking area. Like Overlook is pretty wooded, so it's just keep your eye on the lightning. And they will shut down the gondolas if there's lightning in the area, and they monitor that for you, and then they let you get on when it's safe. So just be aware of that. But Ty, I'm gonna ask you: have you been out on your kayak? I know you got your little, was it a sit-on-top kayak? Red.
I'm not sure if my face gives me away that I haven't thrown it into Nottingham Lake just yet. But my friend Megan Pausch is in town from Decatur Island, here for a wedding for the weekend, and they're taking to the lakes down in the Eagles somewhere. I'll just word it that way. And I've been invited, and I understand, especially with my talks with Leah, that where they've invited me to go is a very cool place for me to take my kayak and start learning and experimenting and getting experience with it.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we were out at Nottingham Park on Wednesday and had a barbecue. We brought some paddle boards. And we played some volleyball. And Ty, that sand was hot. So I was kind of glad when the cloud cover came through. We actually moved. There's two courts there. So the court on the west side was super hot, and for some reason the sand on the east side was a little bit cooler. But we were burning our feet. But super fun. Great to be down there. Trout Steak Revival is gonna be performing a concert tomorrow, all part of the Xterra. But we have a lot more to look forward to. We're already in the middle of July, but starting on July 25th, we've got the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo. And Ty, have you been down to this rodeo before?
Not the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo. I've been to the one that used to happen all the time, the Beaver Creek Rodeo series, right there off of Trail Creek Road in Avon, which I understand now is known as the Cowboys Forever Rodeo, a rebranding in some sense, but it's just rodeo land down in Eagle and at the fairgrounds now these days.
Well, and you know what? And the kids are getting ready because the junior livestock auction is a big part of this as well, and they're readying the animals for the show and getting them all disciplined and everything. But Ken Hovey had a chance to learn more about 4-H and the kids that are involved, and that will be showing at the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo, which is coming up later in July. Here's more.
My favorite thing about the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo is the youth. I have 2 kids myself. They're both showing sheep this year, lambs if first time, but it is such a great program for kids, and I just wanted to sit down with you guys and kind of learn more about 4-H. What's your name?
Josiah.
And?
Jesse. Selah.
Levi.
Great to see you guys. I understand you've got some ducks.
Yes.
Are they going to be out here for the show?
No. They died a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah, they passed away. Well, that was a learning lesson, wasn't it? Well, what are you going to be doing this year?
I'm not so sure.
Yeah, are you just out here to support everybody?
Yeah.
Now, tell us, all the kids that are out here involved in this generally kind of hang out around the barn and do barn things. What's your favorite part about being around the barn?
I like seeing the animals. I like the pigs. They're cute, and yeah.
I like them too. And the animals are generally happy to see you guys.
Yeah.
When you come in the morning, what's some of the first things that you have to do at the barn?
Feed them, walk them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You walk your pig.
Yes.
Yeah. You got to keep your pig in shape. And now, Selah, you come down here a lot. I know that you're in the fashion division here, but still, you like coming down here and being a part of the barn. What does it mean to have this facility here in Eagle for you to come to?
It's cool to be able to have like a real barn with animals and feel like you're living out in the country.
Yeah, I agree. And not a lot of kids have the opportunity to have a barn or to have farm animals. And this gives everybody the opportunity. What are your favorite things to do, though, at the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo besides this? Like, do you like going on the rides?
Yeah.
What's your favorite ride?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, have you ever done the Twister, like the big crazy one? No? Okay, that one just, it beats you up. It's pretty gnarly. Just go get a turkey leg and try that one out. You got a lot of friends, though, that aren't involved in 4-H, but they come out here and show their support. We talked about it earlier. What do you have for advice for kids to get involved in 4-H?
I mean, there's really no advice. Just come and try it. And if you don't like it, you don't have to keep doing it. It's just like come for a year. If you don't like it, it's all right. You just tried.
Yeah, commit to it, though, and put the time in out here. Now, here's my thing. When you go to the fair, what is your favorite food that you like to have here that you don't get anywhere else?
I don't know.
No, see, I'm a cotton candy guy. I love loading up on cotton candy and turkey legs. How about you?
Yeah, I think that's probably what I like too.
Yeah, big drumsticks, lots of candy. Mom lets you get away with it. And now for the fashion side of it, fashion is a big part of rodeo. What are some of your favorite outfits? Are you guys going to be out here in your big cowboy hats and your belt buckles?
Yeah, we'll get all dressed up and act like we always lived on the ranch.
Well, great to see you guys out here. Good luck. I know that you're going to have one out there for the livestock auction. You'll be doing your fashion side of it, and you're going to be out here hanging out, cotton candy and turkey legs, and potentially losing some more ducks. Come out here and join us at the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo in Eagle. It is going to be such a great time and all for a great cause, and you can learn how to cowboy up properly.
Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
To find a cure for osteoarthritis, why not look to the body's own power to heal? At the Steadman Clinic and Steadman Philippon Research Institute, we're working with the National Institutes of Health to conduct a clinical trial treating osteoarthritis of the knee. To learn how you can participate in this clinical trial, call or visit our website today. The Steadman Clinic and Steadman Philippon Research Institute. The future of orthopedic medicine is here.
There are times I wonder, why can't I wear white after Labor Day?
Something on your mind? Chew on it. Twizzlers.
When you hear best-in-class range or best-in-class fuel economy, you may be thinking of really tiny cars. And you'd be really, really wrong. The Ram 1500. Exceeding expectations. Again. No wonder more people are switching to Ram than ever before.
Every dollar counts these days, so take advantage of this great offer from Ram Trucks.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. I'm Trisha Swenson reporting live from the Grand Hyatt here in Vail. Our headquarters, Ty Diaz, is outside at Vail Village. But want to let you know about some fun things going on with Bravo tonight. So they do have a pre-concert talk at 5 p.m. before the concert starts at 6 p.m. And the Philadelphia Orchestra is taking the stage, so you won't want to miss it. This show happens rain or shine. I know we've been talking about the rain coming through, and there was probably quite a bit of rain for last night's performance, but it's all good. Just bring the rain jacket, or if you want to splurge and get pavilion seating, you can do that as well. But we had a chance to sit down with one of the Bravo members, and Brazzo is going to let us know more.
Good morning, everybody. Vail Valley Live coming now with a beautiful interview with our good friend Eileen Pagan Rower. I'm very happy to have you here in the show. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me, Brazzo.
So, Eileen, my friends, work for Bravo. Bravo is an amazing festival at the Ford Amphitheater, and it happens a lot. It's a lot more going on than just the Ford Amphitheater. Tell me a little bit about this new project that you guys are working on.
Music Education Night was just last night, and we had an amazing time with lots of families and children coming to the amphitheater, Gerald Ford Amphitheater, to experience music and find ways to connect with the music in their own way.
Music Education Night. That's a very creative way to connect youth and the younger audience to experience music in a very hands-on way, right? Tell me a little bit about how you guys instill that creativity.
Sure. Well, we wanted to make sure that families and children felt comfortable coming to our concerts. So this is the first time we've tried this. We wanted to make sure that that there was a way to connect the music to the students and the families. So we created an immersive activity that included passing out a backpack that had a watercolor kit and a creative writing storybook. And in there, the children would, during the music, would be able to participate and create their own paintings, create their own stories, being inspired by the music.
I love that. What a creative way to incorporate music, to make it interactive. So the kids participate and not just there listening, and sometimes they listen to track or maybe they interest, but now they are traveling, they thinking, they being inspired by music. And they also instill and project that creative process.
That's right. It was important for us to have this at the beginning of the season so that the families could understand that there is now a way for them to attend the rest of the concerts throughout the season in a way that could allow their children to use their imaginations to experience this beautiful music.
Fantastic. I love it. How are you involved into this project? What is your role?
Yes, I am the Director of Education and Engagement, and I was brought onto this role because of my past experiences being involved in teaching, in arts administration, and also performing.
You are a musician yourself?
I am, yes. I went to school for cello performance at Oberlin and Rice University, and came to this role with all of my experiences, again, in teaching, arts administration, and performing. There's a lot of mental and emotional concerns, and so we find that music and connecting those to other art forms will allow children to express themselves in a way that is healthy and positive.
A lot of times, I love the fact that music inspires people, but also it's an outlet for communicate, for expressing themselves, to find that avenue to get things out.
Absolutely. It's so important to have that other form of expression especially for our children coming up in today's world.
Mental health, behavioral health, huge issue right now with social media, with so much bullying, so many things, and the kids sometimes don't know how to communicate. You find that music is a great way to express, to communicate, to get that out of your chest?
Absolutely. I was just having this conversation with one of our pre-concert speakers about how composers had this amazing ability to express themselves through the music that they wrote. And if you listen to a piece of music, you can hear a gamut of emotions, especially with the romantic composers. And they had this ability to be able to show you when they were happy, when they were sad, when they were angry, when they were frustrated, and connecting kids to that avenue through music shows them that, hey, there's other positive ways for you to express this emotion. And then integrating other arts gives them an additional way to express those emotions.
So Eileen, tell me a little bit about what happened if one of our youth is very interested in being part of this creative project, but he missed a concert.
Sure. Yeah. If you miss the concert, there's still an opportunity to participate in the creative writing story element. We will have a link on our website in which you can register for an online platform and create your own ebook along with images and your stories. There are excerpts of the Berlioz Symphony Fantastique right there on that platform that you can listen to and be inspired by the music to create your own story.
That sounds fantastic. I love the fact that you can combine ways to express art, drawing, writing, and music interpretation. So very, very, very creative, amazing opportunity. So visit bravovail.org.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
Starbucks Triple Shot Energy. What gives you energy?
The 82nd Annual Eagle County Fair and Rodeo rides into town July 25th through the 30th. Enjoy thrilling carnival rides daily, along with great food, live music, 4-H exhibits, and more. And of course, nightly PRCA Pro Rodeo action. Friday and Saturday nights kick up your heels with Colorado's own Triple Nickel. Tickets will sell out fast. Get yours online now for the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outlets@silverthorne.com for current sales and events.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Grand Hyatt Vail, Hyatt's newest luxury resort in Vail.
All right, I want to give you a look at the weather before we close the show for the day and let you know that it's going to be changing. We're going to see possibly some heavy rain and thunder showers this afternoon. So the high will only reach into the 70s if we get that rain coming through. If you're down valley and maybe less cloud cover, less rain, you'll have temperatures into the 80s. But we're already at 60 degrees right now, so it's nice and warm this morning compared to sometimes we're about like a 40 or 55 right now. So get out and enjoy it while you can before we see some of the rain come on through. And the chance of precipitation is going to kind of bounce from about 40 to about 80 by this afternoon, then decrease by this evening. Into tomorrow, we'll see some more chances of rain into tomorrow. And then by Sunday, that starts to move on out. We'll have a high near 80 and should be pretty much clear throughout the day. And that should carry on through the beginning of the work week. So that's a quick look at the weather. I want to thank Grand Hyatt Vail for that. If it does rain, you can always hop in and play a little golf. We've got the Top Golf Swing Suites, the front 9 and the back 9, 2 different areas that are indoors if you want to play a little with that golf simulator machine. They also have fun games like zombie dodgeball. They've got the carnival games. So it's a lot of fun. But let's bring in Ty Diaz and see where he is wandered off to. He's been roaming through Vail Village. Oh, I can hear. Are you being chased by garbage trucks or street cleaners?
And if so, I'm not moving very fast myself, but they're making motions. And Bridge Street and right through this area, Solaris, a very busy morning. You guys were doing all those commercials and other segments with Bronzo, and there were like e-bikes and electric scooters going that way, and people with their dogs, and I'm like, they need to come back to me so they can see this. Very hustling and bustling through here. People actually walking their bikes down these stairs to make their way into the coffee shops. You can see a bunch of bikes kind of posted up over there. A lot of movement this morning. The weekend is here. Summertime in full effect, and the heat, you can feel it. Right now, according to my phone, 57 degrees at Vail. Sun is shining. Feels really good. Clouds overhead, still monsoon season. Showers are in the forecast. Be anticipating of it. But rain or shine, this summer in the mountains, a lot cooler than where you're visiting us from, and we're glad that you're here. Thank you for watching us.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, Ty? Right behind you, kind of by that little sculpture, we like to call it the martini glass. It's blue and colored. Okay, so they're gonna have week 3 of Vail Jazz. All their free concerts that are at Solaris. That happens on Sunday nights, 5:30.
Yes.
It's going to be the Lauer Tizer Quartet. And you can bring your own blanket and your food, but also Decca and Bowl, Decca the restaurant, and then Bowl for the bowling. They have all
Literally
those
right here.
tables out there, and they have a little beverage bar where you can purchase beverages. You can eat. You know, they'll bring the food out to you. So it's kind of a cool setup for your Sunday afternoon, 5:30 after the farmer's market. You can just kind of chill and get ready for no Sunday blues, maybe some Sunday jazz, but you're not gonna have the Sunday blues. But I love this. We were out at the first one, and they had the Falconeers, the Air Force orchestra, and just was amazing. It rained a little bit before, so they delayed the concert by just a little bit, and then we had this going on. But you can watch it from Matsuhisa. You can watch it from, like I said, Decca and Bowl. Vail Brewing Company is right up there. Really a fun thing. So Lauer Tizer Quartet, he's out of Boulder. So he's a keyboardist, composer, recording artist. He's now based in LA. So he's coming back to Colorado for this. So it should be just some groovy jazz fusion going on with a couple of the musicians that'll be playing there. We got the keyboards, we got the bass, we got the drums. We got it all for this. And it's all for free on Sunday at 5:30.
And not too far from where I'm standing, you can find a church and their steeple, and throughout Vail Village, you'll find the people.
Yeah.
And so, summertime in full effect, and you were watching Vail Valley Live. Trisha Swenson, I guess we'll see Cameron tomorrow morning in your seat.
Yep. Cameron will be in the hot seat, and then Ty will be here on Sunday. So we're with you every day. Let me just check and see real quick. So Ty, just want to say thank you for roaming around today. And what's your pick this weekend? What would you go to?
I'm probably going to go and take that kayak out on Saturday and crash a wedding party down in Eagle Gypsum area.
Okay, Wedding Crasher. All right, I think it's Bravo. We got to see the Philadelphia Orchestra before they leave town, because then Saturday's their last show. So tonight and Saturday, we've got that for you. All right, is that a one wheel? All right, all forms.
That was a skateboard. That was. I don't even think it's electric powered compared to the other vehicles that's come through here.
Going downhill.
So yeah, very primitive.
Okay, I can see those clouds.
See you tomorrow morning, 7:30.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.
It's summer
in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
living it.
Living it.
Living it.
Lots to do, lots to see.
Every morning.
At 7:30.
7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
It's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.